Welcome roam 1979. You're meowsome. Lol.
I should turn on.
Meows loudly mroowu. Just stream will be right back, human friends. Gotta go stretch my catnip filled beans. Lol.
Hey, honey. Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome. It's Sunday, aka Monday Eve, which makes me really sad. I really don't think that the 2-day weekend is enough to recharge with. I really don't. I think it's awful. I'm sorry about the split fiction confusion. I could not find a partner today, which really sucks. But so I bumped into Tuesday. So I'm swapping the games today. Ranked Valorant today. We'll do split fiction game on Tuesday. If you're available, you want to come join, feel welcome to. You play for free. I'd love to have someone help me with that game. It's a lot of fun. It's absolutely crazy. It's totally awesome. Highly recommend. I'm going to get back into talking about wine and stuff like that this week. I'm going to talk about Cuvée wine this week. Probably a wine variety you've never heard of before. It's very unique, very, very unique. And I'm going to talk about what it is today. On Tuesday, we'll talk about the history thereof. And on Friday, we'll talk about what you should be pairing with it. And speaking of Friday, guys, Friday is Community Night Party Animals on Friday. Come on and join. We'd love to have you guys. Should be a really fun time. It's always a write-up a game. I love playing it. It's just absolutely ridiculous and funny. And this stupid camera is not quite aimed right. Is that better? That's somewhat better. Yay, me. Okay. Move my microphone a little bit. There we go, guys. Okay, so welcome in, welcome, guys. I hope you guys have been an awesome weekend. If you're coming out today and hanging out today, I really appreciate you guys being here. So thank you so much. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself too badly on Valorant Rank today, but we'll see how it goes. You never know. You never know that I'm a failure. All right. So moving on, that's what we have for announcements, guys. So again, split fiction on Tuesday, and we've got Community Night. Friday night is Party Animals. Also coming up, if you're interested as well. So now when I rotate Thursdays and Fridays every week for Community Night, that Friday that I'm not streaming will be D&D night in my Discord. So if you'd like to join for that, please let me know. Please hop on the Discord and come be a part of that. It should be a lot of fun as well. So again, just another offering and such to enjoy, and hope you guys want to come be a part of that. So it should be a lot of fun. All right, I will not be running the D&D night. So another friend of mine will. He's a super awesome guy. He's a great team. He's got a lot of experience. So I highly recommend you guys
Meows loudly. Greetings, everyone.
All right,
it's me, your favorite furry friend.
One of the so what is Cuvée?
See you all here today.
This is a
Lol.
super interesting varietal, and it means you probably actually come up, if you do search for it, you probably come up with a lot of different meanings to it, and what exactly it is. What is this fancy sounding word, right? And And in fact, when you're trying to understand more about wine in general, you often come up against a litany of French-sounding terms, just like this one that doesn't seem to have an obvious explanation, which is kind of interesting, right? So what does cuvée mean in winemaking? All right, so the first protocol is to define it, and the answer is actually a little more complex than you may think. When a wine is referred to as cuvée, it generally means that it's a special blend of more than one grape variety. The word derives from the French term, which is a vat or a tank, referring to the usage of such a vessel at some point in the winemaking process. The base meaning, however, doesn't have a lot to do with the way the term cuvée is actually used. This is a perception that wine labeled as cuvée is of superior quality, but the term is not regulated in any way, and it's not a guarantee. So you can be buying a cuvée, and it's absolute shit. Who knows? The lack of regulation for wines being labeled cuvée also means there's no one universal way the term is used. Having said that, the most common usage of the word cuvée, especially outside of France, is when referring to a wine that's made of a specific blend of different varieties of grapes. Super interesting, huh? Confusingly, it can also be used to describe the first cut from the pressing of the grapes, which is regarded as the best juice. This is more commonly used in relation to champagne production. So when it comes to labeling a bottle, generally speaking, cuvée is often champagne or sparkling wine. It's not usually a wine by itself. And that's where it gets even more confusing, right? So most of the time, a wine cuvée on the label is sparkling wine. Sparkling wine produced outside of the Champagne region that is labeled cuvée will be made in the traditional method. Okay, nothing special there. So there's that. Yeah, nothing fancy about that at all. And what, it's, like I said, it's mostly tied to champagne and sparkling wine, not so much wine itself. What does cuvée wine taste like? Well, as a definition of cuvée, there's no answer for this. Cuvée wines, which are, while generally sparkling, can be red, white, or rosé, and therefore have a variety of flavors and styles. They can be sweet or dry, full-bodied or light. And that's where just cuvée is such a fascinating term. I have a bottle here today. I want to share with you guys. This is from Canada. Their states cuvée. I want to actually, if they have it broken down. Yeah, so their cuvée, okay, is 30% Malbec, 19% Cab Sauv, 12% Merlot, 12% Cab Franc, 7% Lemberger, 7% Zinfandel, 4% Mourvedre, and 3% Syrah, and 2% Sangiovese. That's how many blends are in this cuvée. So it's kind of interesting. So cuvée is not actually a variety of grapes. All right, it's just a different way of calling it a blend of wine. So it's not a red blend. Actually, for my own sake, I'm gonna look this up real quick. So cuvée versus red blends. Well, both cuvée and red blend refer to wines made from multiple grape varieties. Cuvée is a French term that can also refer to the first press of juice in sparkling wine production. So there you go. So that's so this could be the quote unquote best juice. So cuvée could be fancy. Yeah, who knows? It can mean a lot of different things, right? We'll talk about the history of it, where it comes from, why it got brought up to begin with, and that's how it differs a little bit from red blends. So it's kind of interesting there in that fact. All right, looking into some Valorant Ranked, you guys. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, comments about the stream, please let me know. I'm happy to have you guys. And again, if you've shown up today, I really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much, and for all the support, as always, across the many. God, it's been a year and 4 months now. Actually, yeah, about a year and 3 months now that I've been streaming. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have fun today, and I hope I do well in ranked. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it pans out. All right. Moving on to Valorant. I've never checked actually if Meld is compatible with Valorant. We'll see if this is going to actually work out tonight or not. With my luck, it's not going to. How this day's been going so far. Hopefully it's not the case. We'll see if we go here. Yeah, someone. Oh shit! Do I have to download it? Oh crap! I'm not going to have music playing today, guys, because I need to be able to hear people like walking around, and it's really hard to do that when the music's playing in the background. Oh god, do I have to install? I'm stupid. Well, I guess we can all sit around and enjoy ourselves a little bit while this installs. This shouldn't take very long. In fact, it's going a little bit fast already. There we go. Cool. Learn more. I don't want to learn more about Vanguard. So while it's doing its thing, it's at 25% already. Thanks for coming out again, guys. Sorry, this has been kind of a train wreck. I thought I already had this installed. But that's obviously not the case. Here we go. Really excited to get in here and try this again. I did a ranked game offline a little while ago. I actually won that game. So I'm getting close to being at the end of Iron 3, which is pretty cool, getting into the bronze ranks. I really enjoyed Valorant. You know, it's such a different, I keep saying this every time, but it's such a different game. You know, with Call of Duty, you run around like a bunch of idiots, you know, spamming gunfire everywhere. But with this game, it's such a strategic thing that it's just, you know, so different from anything else I've ever played. And I know like Counter-Strike is like this, but I've actually never played Counter-Strike. I know, don't judge me. No judgments, please. No judgments, for the love of God. But yeah, there is that. I know there's like, is it Rainbow Six Siege is kind of the same way? I don't know, but we'll see. This is fine. Oh my goodness. Can I believe the weekend is almost over? My birthday is coming up. Woo! I'm even older. Yes, even an older man gaming. I'll not be doing a special birthday stream at all, guys. Just probably a regular stream. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe not. Who knows? So we'll see about that. We'll see what happens with that. I don't have anything really special planned, but blah, blah, blah. Maybe cycle through if I do a stream, maybe cycle through all the different party games so people can join in and have some fun with that. So we'll see. 55%. Let's go installing. I don't want to learn more. Are you after installation reboot of computer will be necessary? Oh my God, no way. Come on. I hope that's not gonna be the case because that's gonna suck. We'll be able to play this then either today without rebooting from the machine. This is how well the day is going, guys. This is how my day is progressing right now. Good stuff, right? Super awesome times. Super awesome times. Let's see if it makes me do it or not. I think just get in there and play. We'll see what happens. If I do have to restart, then I'll just friggin' restart. And jump right back into it again. You don't have to like open up everything all over again. Just not cool. Oh God. Oh boy. I could have swore I had this installed already. I feel like a dummy. So I switched from OBS to Meld Studio to broadcast from now on. Well, it's because OBS is having a lot of conflicts with Riot Games and getting their games to actually stream. For the reason they're not talking very well. And every time Riot updated something, then OBS, their security software would work on OBS, and OBS would freeze trying to run the games, and it was a real pain in the ass. And couldn't have that keep happening all the time. So fingers crossed this one actually works. But this is actually, so Mode Studio actually uses display capture and not game capture. So there's that. A bit interesting. Excuse me. I really should have like a Mr. OMG background. That's my thing. I don't know why I don't. I should change that at some point. Okay, we're almost done. Gotta hope I don't restart this. I'm gonna be sad if I do. Gonna be super sad, super sad, super sad. Gonna be super sad, super, super sad. 93%. Remember back in the day when we had to download games and it was like, back in my day, it took like 12 hours and it's like someone called and interrupt the download and everything else or whatever. It would take forever. And it's like, oh, 175 gig game, that's fine. Take me an hour. I'm done. Oh my God, does restart. Okay, well, cool. Well, guys, I'll have to restart my machine. I'm sorry, I'll have to come back to this. I apologize, and we'll get back to this here in a little